This program has just come so far under John Beilein. What's been your experience with him, and just tell us about him as a coach?
He's like he's real old fashioned. He's a faithful man. He's a teacher. He prides himself on trying to teach the game, and he really loves trying to help us all grow as young men, and that's what's most important to him is our success, not only here but beyond. And he values the process so much and just how we go about things, not just the result and what we accomplish. So.
And he talked about it being so important, like you mentioned earlier, the lack of any drama or anything in the locker room or the program. How much of that has to do directly with him and how
you're not going to see him in any headlines. Like he's a straight, clean cut guy. He's a family man, and that's just the kind of guy he is.
You're talking a little bit about the importance of winning it outright and sort of the historical place in the program and all that. Is that something that you use as motivation, or do you try to put it out of your mind so it's not a distraction?
To be honest, I don't like to let that stuff factor into my motivation. You got to be able to be able to focus on each game, because where you're gonna get the motivation when you start the Big Ten season. It's you got to go game by game, and you got to be motivated, and you got to want to win every single game. And when you do that, and you have that approach to game by game, things like this happen where you look up and all of a sudden you got to share the Big Ten title and the possibility of taking it outright.
Is that something where every player has to have sort of their own approach to it, or do you kind of try and direct them into a certain way?
That's our approach as a program. That's been our approach for since I've been here. It's just one day at a time, one game at a time. We take every practice, and we try to get better every day. And then when it comes to games, every single opponent we take very seriously. We take every game seriously.
You guys talked to them on the bench at the end of the last game and said no celebrating. You and John said that. We're not going to celebrate this the same way as an outright title.
Right. I didn't plan on celebrating. I didn't say anything, but I wasn't. It wasn't anything to celebrate. I was just. First off, I didn't realize what that we had one to share. Okay. And second, it was just I don't know why we would celebrate, to be honest. I just think we got more work to do, and celebrating now would just kind of be like